The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remake has leaked, an official one,
This
and it may be shadow
just straight
dropping
insane.
next week on April 21st.
If it drops next week, one, yes, of course I'll have to buy it because I love Oblivion. That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yep.
But I couldn't. We heard the hype, like, oh my god, they're making it and they're shadow dropping it, and I was like, you guys are fucking crazy. That's like the craziest thing. Do you think Bethesda would keep their dumb mouth shut about Oblivion being coming out remake? You're crazy. You're
That's a
crazy.
fair point.
But turns out it fucking is. And they have all these screenshots of the game, and they're like, oh yeah, it's coming out next week. Which
Now, Greg,
I'm like, what?
As a big fan of Oblivion, what do you think of those screenshots? Like, what's your take?
So, to be fair, to give myself, a small, when I first saw it, I only saw like the first screenshot and everything looked brown, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Why does this look like that? I've seen other screenshots. It looks really pretty freaking good, dude.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That there's certain shots of like the nature that look way too desaturated or brown, and then other stuff.
I actually just did type something in Twitter. When I think of Oblivion, I think, while I do love that game, I think of the insane shit that happens in that game. Like, imagine that game being really good, and like, there's like that one video that I just posted where there's that little wood elf that gets just smashed up in the ceiling. Like,
oh yeah, just strangenesses, like just the weird physics stuff.
The strangeness of Oblivion. I'm interested to see that, if that's going to carry over to 4K Oblivion.
I think you're in great company with that. I think a lot of people are kind of worried about that, like side-eyeing a remake of such a strange game that has so many little, idiosyncrasies, I think would be a way to put it. I think a lot of people are feeling that same way.
But hey, listen, now that I know it's like officially a thing, I hope Oblivion thrives and does good. I'm not a big fan. Skyrim's all right. Everybody loves Skyrim, but I'm over it. I'm over Skyrim. I would rather much have played Morrowind, but I'd much rather play Oblivion. I like Oblivion. Oblivion's a great game. And seeing like the cities and all the, the open areas, I was like, damn, that's crazy. If it comes out next week, literally that's gonna blow my mind. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, even if it's real, it's like you said, that's crazy. That's unlike Bethesda.
Yeah,
which, to be fair, isn't it being made by Virtuous? So it's kind of like a different.
Who's Virtuous? What do they do?
I actually don't. I don't know.
I'll look that up really quick.
But it's in UE5, right? That's the engine they're making it in.
Oh God, is it?
Which is kind of like it's kind of like a good and bad thing, because we've waited so long for one of these Elder Scrolls games. I mean, this is a remake, but we wanted them to fucking upgrade from what is the Bethesda engine, Gamebryo or whatever? No, that's
Creation Engine. Which I do hate. Listen, I do hate the fucking Creation Engine, but I don't know.
But like you were saying, it lent itself to what made Oblivion oftentimes so surprising.
What if the Creation Engine and Unreal, like they're both their fuck ups combined together, and they like fix themselves, and it becomes like the perfect machine?
It looks like Virtuous. That might be mostly a support studio, because like their credits are like, Nier Automata and
I was looking. I saw like Nier Automata, Dark
Soul.
Oh my god, or not Dark Souls, fucking Kenna, Bridge Spirit.
Yeah, they very well might be like mostly a support studio who are just doing this remake,
supporting Bethesda.
Yeah,
but hey, good on them. I'm ready for it.
It'd be fun if it shadow drops, like you said. It'd be also fun if it's good.
Dude, imagine if it shadow dropped and it was good. bro, I can't. I literally can't see it being that.
The double
I
whammy
can't.
for Greg.
I
Let's
fucking
land on
can't.
it, folks. And you were talking about
Can't do
Skyrim
it.
and the Skyblivion team, or at least their lead developer, was commenting that he's in good spirits about the competition with this new remake, because this is the one that's been in development since 2012 as a remake of Oblivion in
Isn't
Skyrim's
this
engine.
isn't this the one where like they updated it or some shit like that and it broke everything? Or was that I think it was Fallout.
That was Fallout
Uh,
London.
Yeah, it's Fallout London. Never mind.
Right before it
Right.
came out, they had that big update, the next gen
Yeah,
update.
yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of delayed things for like a week or two.
But yeah, so after so long, Skyblivion is it's slated for this year at some point. They're not giving a specific, even a specific quarter, but they're still slated to release that this year after so long. And it's just weird coincidence, I guess, that the official remake is also coming out this year, and also beating it to the to release. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Hey,
But they
slow and
I think
steady.
they kind of tackled different things, right? I mean, as we said, Oblivion Remake official is going to be in UE5. It's kind of more of like just an updating of the thing, where Skyblivion is like, I always saw that as the intent being to make Skyrim's Oblivion. Like, what if Oblivion was made in 2011, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of different approaches.
I agree.
room
I
for
am
both.
wondering how the mod scene of Oblivion will be.
That's a good point.
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
I don't know.
Bumps,
I don't know. I just remember when I was a kid having mods for Oblivion and like having like crazy monsters in the world and shit like that. And I know if there's insane mods that people put on for like Fallout and shit like that.
Sure.
I don't know. I want to see what they would be for Unreal.
I really
wondering.
wanna
Come on, let's
see.
go, Master Chief.
Yeah.